Hey, what's up? This is Delio coming to you with my review of the Roland JD-08. I had it upside down there, and I wanted to take some time with this device and play around with it before I created a review of this product right here. But I think it's a really good product right here, and I just want to talk to you about some points just to inform you, the viewer, about this product and if there's something that you want to add to your collection or not. So let's dive right into it. Now, the Roland JD-08 is a reissue of the JD-800. This is a synthesizer that was released by Roland in the 90s. It was sort of a wavetable synthesizer, and it was like a synthesizer that really brought all the knobs that you could do for sound design right there on the front panel. And what they did now with it is that they taken that whole big package and scrunched it down onto a boutique sized device. And so when I try to design sounds on this, it's a little bit frustrating to just move those little knobs right where I want them. But because I'm such a fan of the original keyboard, I said, okay, I could get with it. And the buttons are true. And after a while, you start to develop a muscle memory, and it becomes a great platform to design sounds, even though maybe the waveforms might be just a little bit limited on there. But if you tweak them and work with them, and you got your basic fundamental synthesizer waveforms in here, and then also some nice wavetable, colorful synthesizers as well, they're in here. And the cool thing is that even though this is like a multi-timbral and it's a polyphonic digital synthesizer, you get 4 oscillators. So you get like 4 tones that can do 4 different waveforms. And depending on what button combinations you have set up, you can control more than one tone at the same time. And so you can go combine a square wave with a wave table or anything you want and really have fun with designing sounds on here. But once again, everything is right there in front of you, which is what I really like. A lot of synthesizers at the time really hit a lot of the features. But as you can see, if I could go over it, like for instance, you got the volume. These palette knobs right here are very interesting because these palette knobs represent the setting for the last setting you touched for that tone. So in case I touch the cutoff filter setting on here in the filter section, these knobs will all affect the filters for each of the 4 tones, 4 oscillators, if you think synthesizer speak, on there. And, another thing that I like about this is that it does have a sequencer built into it, and you can sequence chords and things like that. I didn't dive right into it, but it locks in very well with its external MIDI sync. And so the front interface is pretty cool. So the interesting thing is that I like that you got your basically your envelopes here. So you got your frequency envelope, which is affected right here as well. You got your pitch envelope affected right here, and your amplitude envelope. It's all right there in the front. And you also have LFOs 1 and 2 that can be assigned different speeds, or they can be BPM synced, and they can be assigned to different elements that are on here. But the interesting thing is at this point is that each tone, I believe, and I could be wrong, has its own LFO setting. So you can have an LFO running on tone A and then a different LFO thing going on tone B, and you can combine those two with 3 and 4, however you want to do it, and create your own crazy sounds. And also keep in mind that each tone has its own set of envelopes. So you got a pitch, frequency, a filter envelope, amplitude envelope, pitch envelope, LFOs 1 and 2 on each tone, or you can highlight 2 of those tones at the same time and control those both at the same time. So it's very easy to get lost if you don't use it too much. But that's kind of the thing I like about it. I like a nice deep synthesizer. And even though they did come out with a VST version of this, I wanted this version because I just wanted to finally have a version of it of my own, something tangible that I could own, that I could take with me, that I'm not subscribing for. Everybody's moving over to subscription-based models. Let's go ahead and look at the back. So the back of it, and I know I don't have it zoomed up, but as you can see, you got your phone's output, your output, volume control, USB Type-C. So this is a more modern version, an updated version of their Boutique series, because I have a Boutique version of the TR-08, and it still uses the old USB type format, but this is Type-C, so this is a lot universal. You can plug it into a USB port, it gets power, MIDI, traditional MIDI in and out, which is great. I love that. And then on the bottom, you have a speaker. It's not that loud, but it's there. And you also have a port for batteries. So if you want 4 AA batteries, you can put those in there, have some fun, take it with you on the go. Another thing that is really cool, but I kind of struggle with, is the menu diving. So you have to really refer to the manual to really know what the initials mean on this dot matrix display. Well, it's not a dot matrix display, but it's sort of like a simpler display that shows you kind of like those small letters and numbers there. But once you understand what they mean, you can dive right in. And what I like about this is that you can do partimento. You can change the partimento speed, the way legato settings for the partimentos, and then you also have effects. It has a chain of effects in there where it really makes the sounds really come alive. You got your chorus, your phasers, your distortions, enhancements, reverbs, and delay. Those delays can be tempo mapped or left and right sync, because it's like a left and right delay. And actually each one you can go in via by how you get into the menu. You can select one button then another. If you want me to talk about that or show you guys this in a video, let me know. But you can go inside there and set the left channel of the stereo delay to be in front of the reverb or behind the reverb or something like that. And then you can also set it to like quarter notes, eighth notes on the left, and then you have the other one on the right, so you can get like a multi-tap tempo thing. But you have to really sit down with this. This keyboard is a grown folks keyboard. Okay, so while it does have great presets, which I haven't talked about yet, but I will, this is a very grown folks keyboard. Like, you really have to sit down and really live with it and learn it to really get the most that you can out of it, because it has a lot of potential, because it's not out there in front of you like the original big keyboard. You have to take your time, refer to the manual. I had to refer to the manual a lot of times. I probably still will, to really rememorize how to get to the effects and how to get to the under the hood settings to really make this thing work the way that I want to. I was able to design some great sounds on it, and it comes with some great sounds. Like, there's like some lead guitar sounds. That's something about Roland and their lead guitar sounds that I love to play with. It makes it very expressive. You have aftertouch. A lot of these presets on here have aftertouch. So if you're pressing down on your MIDI controller and you push a little bit harder, you're going to get a little bit more of effect. And if you understand what the manual is telling you, you can get under the hood of this and tell that aftertouch to affect different things that are in the preset. Really deep mods are right there, and really a whole lot in a small package. Another thing that was missing though is all the drums. Now, I know the JD-08 has some drum sounds, and all I've been able to find are 2 on here. So I don't know if they're really gone all out with the drum kits in here. I can't find them. You can let me know in the comments if you found them. I haven't been able to find them. So that's something I really wish this had, because I actually kind of enjoyed it and got a kick out of those drum sounds. It was sort of a niche drum kit set that they had up in the original that they didn't quite include in the here. And so this is a really cool device. If you like this type of stuff, let me know. I have a lot of fun with this. I like to plug this in. I definitely want to do some loops and some sound design and some sound libraries with this, design some sounds, because it's a fun platform to design, but you have to really sit down with it and take your time with it to design the sounds. And it's very easy to save your own sounds with it. Lots of fun. And if you like this type of content, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and also promote to you for June 29th, I believe. I am doing a listening party. This is June 29th of 2022. So if you're watching this a year from now, that time has came and gone, but you should be seeing this video ahead of that. I'm having a listening party. So if you want me to listen to your music, all you got to do is come through, post your links in the Discord, and we'll check out your music. It's going to be a fun time. That's happening this Wednesday, the 29th of June. All right, I'm Dilio. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And this is my review of the JD-08.